of the happiest place on earth, where any discount that they offer is just a little joke, and you have to get a bank loan for a churro and a Coke. Mickey's got a strong pimp hand at Disneyland.
Hello, little monkey. Hello, little monkey. Hello, little monkey. Hello, little monkey.
With the geek by your side, even if your butt is wide, you can roll with pride through the red fair. With the geek, you'll be fine. You can look like Frankenstein, who will not decline. You're the answer to his prayer. These geeks don't care. I wanna rock, but that means being inclusive of people and the cultures without appropriating them. I wanna rock, but that means being conducive to a balanced life of work and play and avoiding all glutes. And I wanna rock. 'Cause I got boots and a hoo-hoo with nothing really better to do than me. With a magic wand from Hitachi, my friends would often ask me why my clothes are all askew. And I'd be digging in my pockets like I was a kangaroo. 'Cause nature will have blessed me with a man in a canoe. I got boobs and a hoo-hoo. I got boobs and a hoo-hoo.
Miss Garcia, the vaguely slutty Spanish teacher. What young man could learn how to roll his R's when his pants look like he's hiding cigars? The only phrase in his mind is estoy cachando, which is Spanish for I'm super horny. Visions of hot dogs wrapped in tortillas was a legend of Miss Garcia.
Super Danny's only super when he's blackout drunk. He can stop a robbery just by blowing chunks. When you see the damn signal of a bottle of Jack in the sky, let you know you can rely on Super Dan. Oh, you can bet that he will show. Whoa, oh, oh, if he's face down in a Merlot. Put on some sweatpants, some sweatpants and fun leg slippers. Put on some sweatpants. I said they still fit tight and your butt still looks nice, but you won't have to walk like you're walking on ice. Sweatpants, kitties and boobs, 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 kitties and boobs. I'm gonna get me designer babies, the kind that don't eat, don't cry, don't shit. I'm gonna get me designer babies, no butthole, butthole, butthole. I'm gonna get me designer babies, the kind that don't eat, don't cry, don't shit. I'm gonna get me designer babies, no butthole, 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 butthole.
I clicked the wrong button. Here we are. It's Word Salad. Welcome to the show. It's Thursday. I'm your comedian, Phil Johnson. Not gonna lie, I'm the only one here in this live stream right now because I did not do a good job promoting it this week. I had so many things going on, but I imagine we're gonna have some people rolling in here momentarily and probably watching in the Team Philagello's community as well, which I will be keeping an eye on over here on monitor number 2 because that is going to be where the action is. So in the meantime, we're just going to start with a little old 97 song that I like a lot. This is called Question. She woke up from a dream. Her head was on fire. Why was he so nervous? He took her to the park. She crossed her arms and lowered her eyelids. Someday somebody's gonna ask you a question that you should say yes to once in your life. Maybe tonight I've got a question for you. She had no idea. She started to cry. She said in a good way. He took her by the hand, walked her back home. They took the long way. Someday somebody's gonna ask you a question that you should say yes to once in your life. Maybe tonight I've got a question for you. All right, howdy crew. We got some folks coming in now, getting it warmed up. Let's see who's popped into the chat. Jeremy's here. What's up, Jeremy? If you're hanging out with me and chatting, pop into the chat. Say hello. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I'm keeping an eye over here on the Team Philagella's website as well, so we can see the comments there that don't pop up on my regular screen. Jeremy said my feelings got hurt once, so I let them go. That's the way to do it, Jeremy. All right. Cool. So we got some stuff to chat about tonight. I got some stories for you. I got some songs for you. If you hang out till the end of the show, I got a new song for you that I'm going to play. And excited to do that for you. Just finished the lyrics for it. Last Saturday. I think I was working on it. Last Friday or Saturday, something like that. While I was sitting in a hotel in Grants Pass, Oregon. And I finished up the lyrics for some new songs here. What's up? Speaking of Oregon, there's Ryan from Ben Comedy. Good to see you, man. All right, let's do this one. We'll do, as people are rolling in here, we'll do a couple of tunes, and then we'll get to some stories. And here we go. Here we go. Don't look now, here comes my baby. Really don't look now, she'll turn you to stone. Her name's Medusa, but I call her Sugar Bear. Her name's Medusa, yeah, she got a bunch of snakes for hair. I met her in a coffee shop, I had a mocha latte. She had a bowl of scorpions and I said, ooh, sassy. She had her sunglasses on and her snakes tied back in a pretty little Hello Kitty hair barrette that made her sexy green skin look like a rotten orange. That's hot! Her name's Medusa, a sweet little honey bun. Her name's Medusa, we watch Clash of the Titans reruns. I took her to meeting Mom and Dad around Christmas time. I said they're open-minded, baby, it'll be just fine. My mama opened the door to my childhood home, and then she very, very promptly turned to stone. I knew my mama was such a freaking racist. Damn! Her name's Medusa, a sweet little rock-a-roller. Her name's Medusa, yeah, her favorite cheese is Gorgonzola. By the way, Gorgonzola, Medusas, they're the species Gorgon. You get it. I said, let me see your eyes. She said, I can't make you hard. I said, damn straight, baby. She said, that's not what I'm talking about, jackass. Her name's Medusa, my sweet little huggy bear. Her name's Medusa, and yeah, I can't stare at her eyes, so I'll just stare at her derriere. There we go. I blew the end. Blew the end. All right. Let's see. We're looking at who's here now. I'm going to play some. We'll save that for later. Cool. So I was in Grants Pass, Oregon over the weekend doing shows for Wild River Pub. We had a Thursday show in Cave Junction. We had a Friday, Saturday show in Grants Pass. And they were challenging. I'll put it that way. They were challenging. It was not, some audiences are just everything clicks. With these audiences, we had to work for it a little bit. John Gabrielli was featuring for me, so we drove up there together. That was nice to spend some time with them. And they were challenging shows, but we managed to get them going. But there was one event at this Saturday show that I keep thinking about that kind of irked me. And John was on stage doing his feature set. And this guy in the audience, he was doing a little crowd work with this guy, and the guy got like angry at him and said, "Why don't you just be funny? I'm tired of all these comedians coming here and telling us they don't understand us. Why don't you just be funny?" And I was like, "Oh man." I would have had to tell that guy that he paid to come to our show. We did not pay to come to his. So that keeps popping up in my head, that little comment there. When you go to a comedy show, you're going to experience somebody else's viewpoint on the world. That's why you go to a comedy show. That's what stand-up comedy is about, is listening to somebody's viewpoint about the world. This guy apparently just wanted us to, I don't know what he wanted. We had even done local references at that show that didn't get any laughs. They were very tricky audiences, not bad audiences. There was something specific that they wanted. We just couldn't always figure out what it was. So that was Grant's Pass over the weekend. Hotel was very nice, rained incessantly, and that was it. And guess what? That was the last tour. You want me to finish that sentence, right? That was the last tour for my current car. My good old 2014 Toyota Corolla has made its last run because I bought a new car yesterday actually. And I don't know if you've been paying attention to what's happening in the world. I'm sure you have. The prices of things are going to go nuts in the next couple of months, starting like beginning of April 2nd, when all those tariffs go into effect. So I thought, well, I was going to wait until next year to buy a new car because my Toyota's got 181,000 miles on it, and I figured I could get another year out of it. But prices are going to go nuts, and car prices take quite a while to come back down. They have not even really recovered from that chip shortage that we had a couple of years ago. The used car market is still fairly expensive. The difference between a used, a 1 year, let's say the 2024 Toyota Corolla and a 2025 Toyota Corolla was less than $1,000. So I have bought myself a 2025 Toyota Corolla. So I moved up 11 years from the old Corolla, and it's blue this time instead of white. So you can look for the blue Corolla with my long ass hair in it. And when you see me around, that's what I'll be doing. So now I have an auto loan that I have to figure out. So here's what I did. I've not bought a car in 11 years. I bought that last one in 2014. And so I didn't know how you buy a car in 2025. So I spent a bunch of time last weekend looking at YouTube videos, learning how you negotiate a car deal in 2025. And I learned all sorts of stuff. I learned you don't actually go to do the deal at the dealership. You do it by email, and you do it by text, and you do it by phone, and you get things in writing ahead of time so that you're playing on your own home court advantage, which I think is awesome. And I watched hours and hours of YouTube videos about how to buy a car. And then I saw a company that will basically do it for you. They're called Car Edge, and they have a concierge service, right? Where if they have two different levels, but the one that I did, if you find the car that you want, the exact car at the dealership, you give them a VIN number, they'll call them and negotiate the deal. Okay, it cost me $400, super worth it. Saved me like 3 hours of stressful negotiations over the phone and email. They took care of it. They got me a really good price, really good price. And then I just had to go to the dealership and finish the financing. I'd already been pre-approved for a loan with my bank. There was a whole mess about that this morning. But it was easy. So if you have the means and you're looking for a new car, I highly recommend Car Edge's concierge service. It was super stress-free working with them. They were great. The car has scratches on the bumper. Right out the box. Right out the gate. Scratches on the bumper. They told me about them. So I have to take it back in a couple of weeks, and they're going to fix them for me. Give me a rental car for a couple days. What a hassle. I hate buying new cars. That's why I hang on to them so long. It is one of the least fun processes out there. But anyway, new tour vehicle, the blue Toyota Corolla. I think I'll call it the Blueberry. It's kind of that color. So I'll be tooling around the country in the Blueberry. And you know what? Blueberries, very healthy for you. He had a hidden stash underneath the floorboards in the back room of the house. He knew his family would shun him if they ever found him out. But when the whole family's doing keto and Brussels sprouts fill you with dread, then under the floorboards in the back of the house is where you keep your bread. And you put the blueberries right in the fridge because everybody can see those because they're healthy for you. All right. Okay. So anyway, that's been going on. It's been a long week of dealing with that kind of stuff, but now we're coming into it, and I can refocus on artistic things. Like, for instance, this morning I found done. Because it always seems like there's something else you could do with it. There's always something else you could do with it. And this morning I added a synth line that I wanted to hear on the edges of the speaker field. And I did that. And then I just listened to it like 5 times, and I listened for anything that would bug me. That's the last step of recording a song. I have to listen to this song for decades after this. What's going to bug me every time I hear it? And so I went through and listened for any of those little things that were going to bug me, took care of those, getting fixed up. And next week it'll go off to Federico to get the old mix done, and I can start working on the cover art and all that kind of stuff. Excuse me, if you are a gold member of the Team Philagelos Inner Circle, then you will have it like immediately. As soon as I get it back from Fed, you will have it. So gold members and up get that immediately in the early access vault. And in fact, there is a version of it right now in the early access vault. If you go to the Team Philagelos community, it's philjohnson.streetteam.fm. That's how you get there. And there's the most recent rough mix is in there for you if you want to check out the whole song. But yeah, we'll have the final version soon, and that'll be fun. I can't wait to put that out, and hopefully not, be whisked off to a detention center in San Salvador or El Salvador, wherever they're putting people. We'll find out. If I don't show up for this live stream for a couple of weeks, you know that they got me. Let's go to the beach, let's go to the beach, and let the sun slowly kill us, nearly drown in a riptide. Let's go to the beach, let's go to the beach. You'll get a jellyfish sting and I'll pee on your leg. Let's stay in the house, let's stay in the house, because it's really much safer. We always have Netflix, we can still pee on your leg. Netflix donated $2 million to the Ukrainian war effort today, and everybody's like, yay Netflix. And I was like, yay Netflix too. And then I remembered they paid Dave Chappelle more than that for 3 mediocre comedy specials. So I know that's their job, that's their business, is the content. But I think $2 million feels like a little bit of a drop in the bucket for Netflix there. But yes, onto creative endeavors, and I have a new one to show you here. So one of the things that you get as part of the Inner Circle is access to exclusive merch drops, stuff that's not going to be available to everybody here. And so I'm going to move the microphone here so you can see this. We've got a cool new hoodie that you can get. I call it the Tools of the Trade hoodie because it's got what's on my stage every night. This is my stage setup every night. Guitar, microphone, stool. And the reason I love this is because, to me, seeing those instruments sitting there on stage before a show just feels like possibility. There's an energy in the room before the show. And these items here are they're just waiting for whatever happens in the next few hours. And that's always different every single time. So I created this so that you can have something that inspires you when you sit down to do your creative work. Also, it's super warm and comfy. So there's the hoodie. It's a zip hoodie. It's super nice and comfy. And then there is also, hang on, what am I looking for here? Looking for my QR codes. There you go. You can click that to get, if you are a gold member and up, you can get this hoodie right there. It's the Tools of the Trade hoodie. I also created a coffee mug. So if you don't need a new hoodie, you maybe need a new coffee mug. It's got the same design on it with the guitar, mic, and the stool. Tools of the Trade, very, very fun. I've been wearing mine every single day. And if you want to check that out, that is the place to get it if you're a gold member or up. And if you're not yet a gold member or up, you can fix that too by going and getting yourself a Team Philagelos Inner Circle membership bundle. Everything from just a few bucks to lots of bucks. We've got options for you that give you exclusive access to more stuff that you don't get for just being a free member. Although I love my free members as well. You're all important to me. But I have to pay a car loan and pay Federico to mix this next single. And it's not going to be cheap, you guys. So if you are not yet a member of the Inner Circle, you can click that QR code right there. If you're on an Android, there's a thing now where you can like hold your power button or something like that and then draw a circle around it and it'll take you right there. So you can do that. And then you can get the, if you're gold and up, gold, platinum, diamond, those three, you can get the Tools of the Trade hoodie and coffee mug. All right, so there's that. We'll have more merch drops as we go along here. And let me quickly give a shout out to my team members here. Our diamond member, Brittany Brown, she won that in a contest. So you hang out. There's contests. You can win the big stuff. Gold member, silver members, Evil Dave, Jason Figlione, Don Todd, Lisa Sutherland, Kendra Slater, Jonathan Pollock, Di Chadwell, Sophie Kellogg, Krish Hausch. Our gold members, Cynthia Leonard, Carol Sweet Smith, Susan Anderson, Teresa Good, Michael Walker, Jared Christensen, Thomas Edward, Lisa Holder, Chris Wesley, Sheila Baker, Renee Bergdorf, Vince Hamilton. Those are the Inner Circle team members, gold, silver, gold, and diamond. And the bronze members, we love you too. But you got to upgrade if you want me to yell out your name because there's a ton of you. So many bronze members. So many bronze members. It's lovely. It's lovely. All right, let's have a little song. If there's something that you would like to hear in the chat, feel free to make a request. Ryan says, slowly turning into QVC. I got to pay the bills, Ryan. You know how this comedy game works. Let's do this one. I tried. Ooh, wow. I'm going to pop a string right there. Brittany's here. What's up, Brittany? I once lived the life of a millionaire. Spent all my money, didn't have any cares. Took all my friends out for a mighty good time. We bought bootleg liquor, champagne, and wine. Then I began to fall so low. Lost all my good friends, had nowhere to go. If I get my hands on $1 again, I'll hang on to it till that old dude grins. Because nobody knows you when you're down and out. In your pocket's not one penny, and if you're friends, well, you ain't got any. And when you get back on your feet again, everybody wants to be your long-lost friend. I'll set it strange without any doubt. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. I always blow that part. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. In your pocket, not one penny. And as for friends, well, you ain't got any. When you get back on your feet again, everybody wants to be your long-lost friend. I said it's strange without any doubt. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. Out. There we go. We'll make that the ending. All right. Nobody knows you. I love that song. 1929. The song came out just before the great big stock market crash of 1929. And, well, let's hope that song doesn't become relevant again, huh? Yeah. Yeah, how about that? What's going on here? So if you've been hanging around in the Team Philagelos community, it's still pretty new. We're still figuring out the best ways to use it, design it, change it around, move some stuff. So if you have any feedback at all, we welcome that because I didn't build it. But I do know the guys that did. And so if you have feedback at all about the Team Philagelos community board at philjohnson.streetteam.me, I'm going to refresh here and check those comments there. So if you have any comments about it all, let me know. Send me an email at phil@roadsideattraction.com or phil@philjohnsоncomedy.com and let me know, because I am sending all those ideas and thoughts and opinions over to the team at Street Team so that we can make it the best community that you have ever seen and make it easy to use. And we're still tweaking it and doing all sorts of stuff. So if you have thoughts, if you have opinions on it, let me know. You won't hurt my feelings, I promise, because I didn't build it. But I will pass it on to the people that did, and you can't hurt their feelings either. Because trust me, I have told them 1,000 different things that I would like to see done differently in there already. So that is happening in there. And let's see here. Real quick, we got some shows coming up. Let's see, nothing this weekend, but next Tuesday, March the 25th, I will be at Mosaic in San Jose, California, headlining that one. On Saturday, April the 5th, I'll be at the Rolling Hills Casino in Corning, California, opening for Joe Machi, featuring for Joe Machi. That'll be fun. Wednesday and Thursday, April 9th and 10th, I'll be at Rooster Teeth Feathers in Sunnyvale, California. On the 9th, I am the special guest headliner for their competition night. On the 10th, I will be opening for Dave Burley, who's very funny. On Friday, April 11th, I'll be at the Pruneyard Cinemas in Campbell, California for Alameda Comedy that night. Big theater type of show. Should be great. I feel like there's a Saturday show missing in there. Oh, there's a Saturday show, but it's a private show at a golf club. And then Sunday, April the 13th, I'll be at Sutter Buttes Brewing in Yuba City, California. Melissa McGillicuddy is going to come open for me on that one. It's going to be a blast. And Friday, April the 18th, I will be headlining at Trek Wine, Novato, California. Saturday, April the 19th, I will be co-headlining at the Elks Lodge in Palo Alto, California. Friday and Saturday, I will be featuring at Laughs Unlimited in Sacramento, California. That's April 25th and 26th with... Nope, name's escaping me of the headliner. He's very funny. He's from Seattle. Come out and see that. And then Sunday, April the 27th, I'll be at the Crow's Nest in Santa Cruz headlining there. Busy month. A lot of shows in April, which is lovely to see. We've also got Florida dates in Palm Harbor and Fort Myers coming up, Las Vegas, Bend, Oregon, Medford, Oregon, Richland, Washington, San Diego. All sorts of stuff coming up and booking more all the time. So keep your eyes on inside the Team Philagelos community. There's a tour dates page, and you can check it out. If you go to philjohnsоncomedy.com, there's also all those tour dates there, and you can find out what's happening at a venue near you. Yeah. All right. What do we got here? Let's see. We've done that. Let's sing a few more songs. If you got something you want to hear, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep picking them here. And to be honest, I'm going to pick the ones that are easy to sing. Because I like the ones that are easy to sing. The ones that are hard to sing are kind of exhausting. Let's do this one. This one's called A Puggle Named Fred. Oh, Patricia said, what about Huntington Beach, California? I don't have anything booked in Huntington Beach right now. Patricia, what's your nearest comedy venue there? Let me know where you'd like to see comedy there, and we'll work on it, because I haven't done any Southern California in a while. Yes, Ryan, Bend, Oregon. You're opening the show. I'm no wizard, but I'll be your muggle, so give me a huggle and we'll dance a jig. We'll dance the jitterbuggle, then adopt a small puggle from the SPCA, then we'll get wine to swig. The wine will be chuggled, then out come the druggles we got from some thuggles while avoiding the pigs. I'll ask for a tuggle, then you'll give a shruggle, then a lazy ass hand job like breaking a twig. I'll give you a pluggle, though it's soft as a sluggle. I can't concentrate with the pug on the bed. You call me Big Luggle, and then we'll just snuggle, two muggles on druggles with a puggle named Fred. There we go. Puggle named Fred. I like that song. That's a novelty song. That's not a comedy song, really. I don't know if you know the difference. A lot of people don't. A comedy, to me, a comedy song is one that works in a comedy club setting. It's got setups and punchlines, like joke form all the way through the song. So things like Dodged a Bullet work really, really well. I Wanna Rock, it's been one of my closers for a while. Let Me, that one always works really well. Setup, punch. Then there's songs like that where they're not serious, they're humorous, but they are not like comedy club funny. They're more, that's a novelty song. So that one is a novelty song, which are perfectly valid on their own. Sophia's Roulette. Oh, that's Cynthia. What's up, Cynthia? See, look, I'm learning usernames. Hi, Cynthia. And thanks, Brittany. I appreciate that. By the way, if you haven't heard the studio recording of A Puggle Named Fred, you can find it wherever you listen to music, and you can hear me destroy my fingers with a mandolin solo in the middle of it. That absolutely just tore my fingertips to bits. My mandolin is right up there on the wall, and it doesn't get played very often. Oh, let's see here. What else we got? What else we got? I got a new song I'm going to play for you at the end, so hang out till the end of the show. And you get to hear a new, let's say new-ish. Does that pique your curiosity? Patricia said, anywhere in Orange County is good. Yeah, boy, Orange County does not have a lot of comedy venues for some reason. I'm trying to think of what is there. Like Burbank does. There's not a lot in Orange County. But Patricia, if you know of something in Orange County, definitely let me know. We will pursue it. I don't do Southern California very often just because there's a lot of comedians and a lot of competition. But I would love to come down there and do that for you. That would be great. Or, we always have house concerts as well. So if there's no venue nearby you that is easy to get to or would book me, we might always take a look at private shows. We can do a private house concert for you and your friends and your family right there in your living room, garage, backyard. They're super fun. You can hit me up about that as well. Her name was Mona Lisa. Let me find the right note. There it is. It's an A. Her name was Mona Lisa, and the whole time we dated, she never smiled even once. Her social anesthesia could bring the whole room down. My friends would ask what's up with that curmudgeon. When I asked her why she never smiled, she said she does it just enigmatic. I said, you're not a painting, so cheer the hell up and don't be so goddamn dramatic. There we go. All right. It's a weird one. I don't do that one very often. Some of these I think I should pursue the story and see what's happening in there. Let's see. I haven't done this one in a while. She had a thumb out on the side of the road, tight pair of jeans and a cowboy hat. She spit her gum out as my car slowed. She smiled real big and grabbed her pack. I rolled down the window and she leaned in and said, Thanks for stopping, friend. I said, your sign says south, but you're standing in a northbound lane. Maybe if you learned a little geography, one day you could own a car like me. And then I left. Based on a true story. Based on a true story. It was a hitchhiker. I did not talk to them, but I live right here near the 680, Highway 680 is near my house here. And I saw somebody with a sign that said San Diego. Speaking of Southern California, Patricia. Sign says Southern California, and they were standing at the entrance to 680 North. Now, if you know anything about California geography, I'm in San Jose, which is super north of San Diego by about 600 miles. And they were standing at a place to go even norther instead of souther. So that's the lesson there. If you're gonna hitchhike, learn your geography so that you end up in the right place. Here, I haven't played this in a long time. This is not a funny song; it's a serious song, but it is based on a true story of a night that my band showed up to play at a bar in San Francisco. I don't even remember the name of it, and there was no audience. We played for the sound man and the bartender. So this is a song called Dead City Support Club. Oh, I arrived on an average Tuesday night for another meeting of the Dead City Support Club. The sound man was gearing up for the fight. Even though there was no audience inside, it was just another night for the Dead City Support Club. The band played its heart out on every song. The bartenders clapped as they sang along. Dead City Support Club ignored the gloom as the sound bounced off the empty room. Everybody was just there for the love. There's that note. Dead City Support Club. At 10:05, a crazy girl walked in. A drunk or high, we could not begin to tell. She danced like she was watching the dead and not the Dead City Support Club. The band played its heart out on every song. The bartenders clapped as they sang along. Dead City Support Club ignored the gloom as the sound bounced off the empty room. Everybody was just there for the love. Dead City Support Club. As the hands of time ticked away, I heard the weird girl say she was feeling down, but we brought her back up. We looked at each other and smiled, decided it was all worthwhile to find a little bit of life left after all. The band played its heart out on every song. The bartenders clapped as they sang along. Dead City Support Club ignored the gloom as the sound bounced off the empty room. Everybody was just there for the love. Dead City Support Club. There we go, little Dead City Support Club. I haven't played that in ages. Based on a true story. Yeah. So we showed up at this club. It was a Tuesday night gig in San Francisco, and there was zero audience. The band opening for us was called Hands of Time. That's why that lyric is in there. And they went up, played to nobody. We went up, played to nobody, but everybody had a fantastic time. The sound guy was grooving. The bartenders were clapping. Like, everything in the song is true. And then halfway through our set, this weird chick walked in and just started Grateful Dead dancing all over the place. And she told us that she'd had a terrible day, and we made her feel better. And that's what we're all here to do, right? That's what it's for, to make people feel better. All right, cool. So let's see. I gotta go get some dinner pretty soon, y'all. So one more quick. Hey, Sheila's here. What's up, Sheila? I don't know why I did that. So again, if you're a gold member or up, we got the exclusive new swag, the Tools of the Trade hoodie, which looks like this. It's got my stage set up on it right there. There's also a Tools of the Trade mug that you can pick up in there, gold members and up. And if you are not yet part of Team Philagelos, you can join right there. Oh, wait. Inner Circle. That's the QR code. You can get your Inner Circle bundle right there and check that out. All that is available at philjohnson.streetteam.fm. And that's enough yakking about that. So we're going to do, let's do 2 more songs. How about that? I'm going to do a little shorty here, and then I'm going to give you a new song, and we'll have an evening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here this evening. Appreciate your presence. I don't know. I felt like doing a Johnny. Was that Johnny Cash? I felt like maybe it's Tom Waits. Feels like the way Tom Waits would talk to an audience. Appreciate you all being here tonight. I think we have a good time. I've never seen Tom Waits live. I've seen John Waite live. I opened for John Waite. All right. Got my note. An elf wandered through the woods, enjoying the cool air. She happened upon a fairy sitting on a tree out there. The fairy looked up and yelled, "Hey bitch, you better beat it or you're gonna get slugged." The elf yelled back, "I'll go where I want, you stupid ladybug." And then they brawled on the forest floor like a bar on Saturday night. 'Cause when an elf sleeps with a fairy's boyfriend, there's gonna be a fight. All right. There's that one. That's a shorty. That one feels like there could be more story there too. I gotta dive back into some of these tunes. That's one of my favorite ones. I don't know if anybody else likes it, but I dig it. All right. So, who wants to hear a new song? Anybody want to hear a new song? Give me a yeah in the comments there if you would like to hear a new song. Oops, I should actually look at the chat. Sorry, it's on the wrong screen. Oh, thanks, Brittany. Yeah, that's a fun story. I assume you were talking about the Dead City Support Club one. Oh man, buttons. Too many buttons on my screen. All right, here we go. New song. So, if you've been following me for a while, there was a song that I used to do many years ago that was about coworkers. Back when I was just getting out of my job phase of having to work for other people. And so I wrote a song about coworkers that was very popular. People requested it at shows. I was sometimes a closer. It was a good sing-along kind of thing. And I have written a new set of lyrics to it. So this may be the first time that I've ever written a parody song of one of my own parodies. Not a parody. First one's not a parody. That's an original. But I have written a parody song of one of my own songs. Weird, right? Okay. Anyway. I think you'll get the idea as we get into it here. This will probably, I haven't started recording this yet, but I do plan on doing that. It'll probably be out in the summer. If we're looking at, the way that the schedule's working out for singles, Picnic in the Sun will be out in the next 2 months. I got to give myself 6 weeks of leeway to do the promotions for it, but and get ready for that. But the tracking is done. It's going to Federico next week to be mixed. So that song, ready to go. I can start on this one. Here we go. Oh, I know you got aspirations of being a king someday. Oh, but you're nothing but a fascist protege. Poster boy for country castration, simping for an orange clown. Go deep, you just might make your whole face brown. You're a red cap, fact-free, sad, pathetic fucking, you're an asshole. And we don't like you very much. You can stick your third grade taunts right up your racist butt, 'cause you're an asshole, making the rest of us look bad. Country's public image is a bloviating sack of shit-filled assholes. You're an asshole. Whoa. You bought your way into your financial kingdom, stealing credit for others' work. ketamine field chainsaw wielding jerk. Rich boy with a debt-ridden empire, pretending that you're Tony Stark. But every plan you launch blows up in the dark. You blue check, self-owned, cringe posting, fucking you're an asshole. We don't like you very much. You can stick your feckless doge right up your Nazi butt, cause you're an asshole. When a total deadbeat dad who'd rather spend his time impressing brain dead incel chads, cause you're an asshole. You're an asshole. Whoa. This song might offend a few, and if it does, then you're a useful tool. And if you think that this is all so cool, then I'm singing this here song about you, and you're an asshole. We don't like you very much. You can stick your red ball cap right up your racist butt, cause you're an asshole with an ignorant point of view. When someone says go fuck yourself, you vote and say I do, cause you're an asshole. You're an asshole. Whoa. There we go. So that is, I'm calling Asshole 2025. The original version of that came out, maybe, 2004? I think was maybe the original version of that I wrote, that I think maybe you can find online. I'm not sure. But yeah, so I wrote a parody of my own song to reflect the times. All right, so that's going to do it for tonight's show. Stay happy, stay strong, love you all. And I think we're going to be skipping next week. It's my girlfriend's birthday week. She's always got big plans. And so we will probably pick up April 3rd. I think it's April 3rd, whatever that Thursday is, first Thursday in April. All right.